Please select a landing zone. Deploying.
The site ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve. Objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it.
Marker placed.
That wild dog pup. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss? Roger that. We'll pick him up. Yeah. Yeah.
Kaz, what about the unit that attacked us in the mist? You knew something about them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the
We
Soviets.
found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him.
We were on the Zero line that day.
It happened right
About them.
That wasn't my first run-in with them. It happened right before I was captured by the Soviets.
We were on the Zero line that day. The Afghan side.
Extraction.
On our way back from training the Mujahideen at a mountain camp in Kunar province. There's a lot of that work in Afghanistan. Most PFs shy away from it because it draws too much attention. But for us, that was the whole point. The job itself went great. We just had to make it back to a tribal area in Pakistan. But all of a sudden, visibility got real bad. It was no sandstorm. Our point man gave this strange report. He said he could see skulls in the mist. Skulls? The next moment, he went silent. We scrambled into formation, right before his arms and legs came raining down on us. It was always supposed to be a dangerous mission, so I had Diamond Dog's very best with me. We were calling out to each other. But one by one, the voices just went dead. Whatever happened to me, I lost consciousness before I knew it. When I came to, I was in a Soviet camp, tied to an interrogation chair. Could they be some new Spetsnaz unit? No. The ones that interrogated me were just the average rank and file. Whatever group attacked us, the way they moved was just insane. And that mist, appearing out of nowhere.
That Soviet soldier in the Green Beret is speaking English. Must be a language specialist. With him on our side, we'd be capable of Russian interpretation support. Try and extract him.
Appearing out of nowhere. The Soviets don't have tech like that. If they did, Ocelot would have heard about it. I doubt the West does either. Otherwise, the folks at Langley would be sleeping a lot easier. Why'd they come after you? Wish I knew. I'm the only one who survived. Though I don't think they planned it that way. If I was their target, They wouldn't have just handed me over to the 40th Army. Whatever the case, we need to watch our step until we know who they really are. And boss, if you ever do run into them again, don't try to take them on. You just get the hell out of there. When I first started dealing with Zero, with Cypher, it was a somewhat parasitic relationship.
Something of an ancestor to the domestic carrot. It's also a favorite of wild animals. Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP. That's the target.
Where are your friends?
Side op completed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Merciless you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted. The map has been updated. Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Boss, you see many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental NGO has asked us to remove wild animals from combat zones. If you have the time, can you extract some back here? There's a reward in it for us.
You have arrived at your destination.
Boss, you need to disable the Soviets' reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the Eastern Communications Post and destroy its comms equipment.
Marker placed.
First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Boss, information warfare is more than just intel gathering. It also means disrupting enemy communications. Your mission is to punch a hole in the comms network between the Soviet outposts. That'll cut off their means to call in reinforcements.
Technically, we were given this mission by a Western-backed Arab organization supporting the guerrillas. But it'll also give us a leg up in the future.
Take a look at the location of the Eastern Communications Post on your iDroid. Head there and destroy its comms equipment. He who controls information controls operations. Just look at Cypher. Good luck, boss.
Enter the Eastern Communications Post and destroy the target equipment. Its location is on your iDroid. Extract him.
Guard post captured.
Roger that.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added. Please specify a project. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Please specify a project. Supply drop complete. Please specify a project. Please select a drop point. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
You gotta extract him.
Destination.
You made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility.
Marker placed. The map has been
That antenna
updated.
is one of the targets.
Placed. The map has been updated.
That's another one of the targets. Do you see any more?
Talk. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Extraction failed.
Слышал, о чем говорила женщина рядом на электростанции?
Нет, что за женщина?
Не знаем, что с ней. Говорят, она голая.
Голая? Да нафиг.
Серьезно? Значит, что она не местная.
Слушай, если ты не скажи мне,
Проблема. Да исчезает. Так же быстро, как не появляется.
что значит исчезает.
Что не смог.
So a sandstorms come in. Sandstorms effectively make you blind and deaf. That goes for the enemy too. Use the situation to your advantage. That radio transmitter is used to relay messages between outposts. Take it out and the mission's complete.
Analysis complete.
Speak. Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that. Good work. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
Это КП, понял. Немедленно проверить и встать оперативную сводку. Конец связи.
If you need to pass the time, go ahead and smoke that cigar of yours.
Extraction failed.
So your suppressor is worn out. That gun will be as loud as any other now. If you have to shoot, be careful.
Это КП, понял. Немедленно все осмотрите. Конец связи.
been updated. Outpost captured.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. You destroyed their anti-air radar? It wasn't one of the targets, but that's put a hole in their air surveillance. The chopper will be able to get in close now. You can designate a landing zone near the outpost.
You have arrived at your destination.
Talk. Where are the others?
The map has been updated.
Подожди! Не стреляй!
Please select a support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa!
at LZ. This is Pequod. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Warning.
Extraction arrived.
He's coming too.
at base.
Roger that.
Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work. Our army is growing like crazy thanks to you, boss. In fact, it's getting downright crowded around here. To bring a greater number of people on board, we'll need to expand our facilities. To that end, I've created a base development unit. It has two roles, material refinement and platform construction. I'll start with the material refinement part. The base development unit procures material resources on a regular basis according to its level. The materials are stored in containers and placed on the deck of Mother Base. Once they're finished being processed, they can finally be put to use. By using these materials to build new platforms, we'll be able to add a greater number of staff to our ranks. We don't need any specific instructions from you to refine the materials, but I want you to be the one to decide how we construct platforms. Once we have sufficient GMP and the required material resources, you can issue construction orders from your iDroid. Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Didi, come back!
Mix.
Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though.
He'll get bigger?
Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
DD, right? Hostile at raising hounds. Fine.
Come on, Didi.
It's a difficult mission, but I'd say you're back in top form by now. Check your iDroid for the details.
Ocelot said the number of private forces is increasing, and they've modeled themselves after us.
They're a far cry from the likes of us.
But why? 9 years ago we made enemies of the world as a nuclear-equipped force, independent of ideology or state.
Yes. Sooner or later, the real UN would have stepped in.
So why are they giving these PFs free reign?
That's our fault, too.
What do you mean?
What happened 9 years ago was a real problem for a lot of people. An organization as big as ours, with our facilities, was wiped off the map. Not an easy thing to hide. But if our existence came to light, so would the names of our clients. We had contracts all over, east and west, from superpowers to banana republics, the lot. Our clients denied all association with the likes of us. They had to make sure things didn't blow up on them. But at the same time, they missed us. They really missed us. The demand for armies for hire was as strong as ever. The international community turned a blind eye to what happened to us, despite still needing people who could do our jobs. History couldn't afford to lose us. As soon as we were gone, they needed a replacement. So private forces spread everywhere. And they're all just a phone call away.
But still,
I know. PFs are totally different from what we envisioned. Nation-states, revolutionaries, terrorists, they have a lot of clients, and Cypher is one of them. Cypher stays anonymous, but I know their work when I see it. In the eyes of those clients, the world's PFs are all just expendable pawns. The clients don't have to worry about losing their own men. Nobody knows they're involved, and PFs are cheap. In short, the world is chewing up soldiers and spitting them out. Even some of the old Mother Base's survivors are still working for PFs. Some guys created their own smaller forces. Others were taken on by emerging PFs. Everybody's gone their separate ways. But none of them are living their dream, because they're not fighting with you. Of course, I tried to headhunt as many of them as I could for Diamond Dogs. It was all a waste of time. They said they weren't interested without you to lead them, but now you're back. And everything's gonna change. We'll unite all private forces under you, transcending nations and economies. What is a nation? Just a patch of dirt. The bonds among us will surpass nations, and that's what'll put the world under our control. We'll establish a new kind of country, redefine the very concept of it. Even Cypher will be below us, an extraterritorial federation of military nations. The United States of Force.